Here we are, week 2 NFL picks and predictions. How we doing? And wow, this is that was a good week 1. That was really a good week 1. Um, so it's I'm doing a little predictions a little bit early. It's Tuesday of the week, but I'm gonna post it Wednesday, which is tomorrow. But we'll be watching it on Wednesday. But today is Wednesday, but I'm just gonna do it Tuesday, and because tomorrow I got a lot of stuff going on, and it just today just get it done with. And I know lines will change throughout the week and injuries, but this is just do the predictions and just see what happens. So. Excuse, I don't know how my voice is, but I lost it a little bit. It's coming back, so I got a water next to me because I'll need it. So, but anyways, let's get right into the predictions. That was good week 1. Good week 1. Platinum because of Vikings. That was pretty good. I figured they were gonna win. I said Green Bay's not good, and they look good. They look good. They're definitely winning the division. So. Here we go. We're going to start. We have Thursday Night Football, Chargers Chiefs. My birthday, September 15th. KC's 3.5, over-under is 54. I like the Chiefs here because Keenan Allen, I don't know his status, but, it's in Kansas City, and they dominated the Cardinals last week. That was crazy. I watched the Vikings game, so I wasn't really, watching that, but I saw, the score. But I think it'll be a little bit closer, obviously, because the Chargers still have guys. But I'm gonna say 27-21 Chiefs. And some people might think it's gonna be a high scoring, type of game, but it could be in the 20s just because it's Thursday night, short week. You know what I mean? It's just it is what it is. But I still think the Chargers could keep that game close throughout all the time of the game. So should be a good game though. On the Sunday, Jets Browns, Cleveland 6. The Jets, I said about that was a shit show. I said Flacco, he is what he is. I think he's starting again this week, maybe, I don't know, but it doesn't matter because they ain't gonna win. The Browns almost blew it, but they kind of shocked me because I didn't think Baker was gonna lose. But last second stuff at the end, you kind of can't control. But Browns will win here. I got the Browns here in a 2-possession game. I got it 30-17. I think the Jets will be able to put up some. You know what I mean? Because the Ravens are a better defense than the Browns. So, but the Browns, man, let's see. Because I saw their schedule coming up. A lot of easy games. So, we'll see what happens. Commanders Lions. Detroit's 2.5 at home. Over under is 49. Lions. They played good last year. I said they have fight. But Lions will bounce back here because Washington went. They got lucky last week. Jacksonville fucked up on all these handoffs and they fumbled and getting stopped at the 1. They played bad, but Lions here at home again. Give me a 24-16 win. It's all about bouncing back for them, and that's what they'll do. So I'm just not a big fan of Washington at all. Buccaneers at Saints. Tampa Bay is 3. Over under is 44. Tough game. Could be a tough game. But I like Tampa, Tom Brady again, but they dominated the Dallas last week. I'm gonna say CT's good though. I'm gonna say 28-23. Yeah, the Falcons, held the Saints down, but he came back, but. Still, 28-23, I think it'd be close. Division game like that on the road, if it was in Tampa, it'd be different. It could be a really close game. Panthers Giants. New York is 2.5 at home, 43. You know what? I'm going to take the Panthers here. because the Giants, they got lucky last week. Tennessee they are what they are. You know what I mean? I told you, I said Tennessee's not that good. But I think he ain't going to start 2-0, and I think the Panthers are angry at that loss last week. It's got a little bit of an upset here. It's going to be close, though. 23-20 Panthers. I just think Daniel Jones is not good. It just, seeing the Giants on the standings 2-0, I would be like, oh, like, it just, I don't know. Ooh, excuse me. That wouldn't be good. Because, you know what? Well, they don't have anybody. I mean, Slayton, God, I don't even know the receivers over there. It's so bad. It just, but yeah, that's an upset right there. Next game, Patriots at Steelers. New England's 1.5. Dude, Pitt shocked me last week. That was a good game. The Bengals folded twice. But Burrow played bad. TJ Watt's out. If TJ Watt was here, I'd actually be picking Pitt because as their defense changes, but New England should bounce back. It's going to be really close, though. I'm going to say 26-20 Patriots. I think, a lot of close games this week, but I think, Belichick, he always takes the best guy out of the game. Last week I didn't notice who he took out. But this week you would think it would be maybe Deontay Johnson. But Pitt starting 2-0 would be another one I don't see. So, even though the Patriots don't really, they're not that good, but they should win this. Next game, Colts Jaguars. Indy's 4 at Jacksonville. I remember what happened last year at Jacksonville. They blew it, but it's a different team. They should have never tied with Houston. I'd be embarrassed if I was a Colts fan. That's bad. But they'll win here. Unless they tie with Jacksonville, I'll mention that. They'll win here. It's going to be close, though. It's going to be close. I'm going to say another game in the 20s. All these games are 20-20, you know what I mean? But I'm going to say, 23-21. I think, I really think it's going to be really close because Matt Ryan, you know what I mean? It's Matt Ryan. He is what he is. You know what I mean? He's a future, former MVP, and, his future's running out. He doesn't have many years left, so. Jacksonville, if they play bad football again, then I think the Colts will run up the score a little bit. But, they're just... Next game, Dolphins-Ravens. Ravens are 3.5 at home. Over-under is 44.5. Ravens, Lamar looked good last week. I think they're going to win again. If this game was in Miami, it might be a little different, but at home, they should take care of business. I think this game could be 31-24 Ravens. I think 7-point game. Most offenses have the power to put up a lot of points if they could. But yeah, give me the Ravens, Lamar at home. It should be that should be the best game of the early window, to be honest with you. That or the Buccaneers. We'll see. Next game, Falcons-Rams. My lock of the week is the Rams. They ain't going 0-2. And Atlanta, they can't hold leads. They blow the most leads in football, I think. Rams here as my lock of the week. They're gonna win by they're gonna win 34-17 here. They're 10.5 at home. So the over-under is 47.5. But I just don't see the Falcons going out there and winning after a blown game like that last week of Marcus Mariota. So that's my take on that. 49ers Seahawks. 49ers are 9.5 at home. Little bit, line's a little bit too high, I think. Over-under is 42.5. I mean, I know Seattle last night, they won by a point. Denver played like shit. But a little bit too high, though. I mean, you know what I mean? Because the Niners played bad against the Bears. That was not good. 49ers will bounce back, but it's going to be closer. I'm gonna say 23 to 23 to 14. Um, I'm sorry, not 14. 23 to 17. Um, yeah, one possession win. You know what I mean? 6 point win. I think that spread should be like maybe 7. You know what I mean? 6, but 9.5 like that. Seattle's bad, but I don't think like they could be that bad. Like if they got the right quarterback in there, they'd be a solid team. But and just if they lose this, Garoppolo might start the following week. I think Lance's time would be up already. We'll see. Next game, Bengals at Cowboys. Cincinnati 7.5 over under 43. I mean, we know with the injury to Dak, Dallas is shafted with their QB situation because Cooper Rush can't get it done. And he's certainly not going to get it done here. They should go out and sign like somebody like Cam Newton. But give me Dallas, not Dallas, Cincinnati, 31 to 14. They can't move the ball. Dallas, they cannot move the ball. So it's gonna be a 3-possession win. Bengals are angry. They got to be the most angry team in the NFL right now. After that loss, I mean that was. Next game, Texans Broncos. Denver's 10 at home. We know the Broncos should win this shit. They ain't gonna start 0-2. They're home. It's the biggest factor, and they're gonna win this game 28 to 17. You know what I mean? That's the type of game that that team usually bounce back on. 2-possession wins at home like that. So give me Denver. Next game, another solid game. Cardinals at Raiders. Las Vegas is 6. Another line that I think is a little bit high. Should be 4, but Raiders should win here at home. I don't really know too much about like Arizona, like with the receivers. I know they have Hollywood Brown. I think more, but without Hopkins is tough. But give me the Raiders here. All these games are in the 20s, I think, this week. Jeez. 28-24, I think. All these games are 28-24, 27-23, 26-20. I just think it's that type of week you're going to see a lot of 20 shit. You know what I mean? So, then we got Sunday Night Football. But yeah, that's going to be a good game, though. I think the 4 o'clock window could be a decent window. But we'll see. Sunday Night Football, Bears-Packers, Green Bay's 10. Yeah, I don't think Green Bay's going to lose 2 in a row. Rodgers against the Bears, I own you. He does, though. He don't own us. That's a good thing. But it says the Bears had a lead on Sunday Night Football against the Packers a couple years ago. Big lead, 2 of them in Blue and Booth. I guess it was 2 Sunday night games. So, give me now Green Bay here should score 30 points. The Bears are bad. I'm going to say 31-20 Packers. You know what I mean? So, then Monday night doubleheader, 2 games. We start with Titans at Bills. Buffalo's 10. Over-under 49.5. Obviously, everybody cares about the other game more on next Monday because the Bills should destroy Tennessee. You know what I mean? It's just going to be a good game to watch. So I'll turn it off probably at like 8. You know what I mean? Because the Vikings start 8:30. But 8:15. But by halftime, nobody gives a shit about this game. At half, it's going to be like 24-3, I think, Bills. I think the final score is going to end up being 35. Tennessee should score a little bit. 35-21. And nobody's going to give a shit. And the Titans, the reason why they're still going to be fighting in this division is because the Colts haven't been playing good football, Obviously it's week 1, but they haven't really been playing good football these years, really. In recent time, whatever the Colts done, like, that's why the Titans are going to stay in this division. And it's just I think that's the worst division in football now. Then the Eagles division is the second worst, but that division is just bad. I mean, the Buccaneers division is pretty bad too, but Bills win. Then Monday Night Football, Vikings at Eagles. Eagles are 1.5, 51.5. So that's telling you if this game was played in London. At one point it was 3. If this game was played in London, it would either be, obviously it was in Minnesota, they'd be favorite, but if it was at a different place, it could be a pick'em. It's the reason why the Eagles are favorites, because they're home and they get that advantage, because that's how it is. Man, what a game. I know if Minnesota loses, I'll hear it. I don't really give a shit if I do, or if I hear it or I don't hear it. If people say, you know what, Vikings actually are good. But I'll admit this. I know the Vikings are going to win the division, but now it's the Eagles' division. So it's really not a big deal, like, if the Eagles lost, or if Minnesota, it's more of a big deal because at least, like, we still have, like, you know what I mean? But, I think could go either way. But I obviously got to pick the Vikings. And even if I wasn't a Vikings fan, I would pick Minnesota, because the Eagles gave all those points last week to Detroit in Jared Goff. And it was blew a big lead. And if they did that against the Vikings would capitalize. Our defense looked good last week. Look at both sides of the ball. Just look at both sides of the ball. Like, Vikings have a better wide receiver group, and Jefferson over Devontae Smith. They're even up. Thielen and Jefferson. You could do half and half. Jefferson's better than both Eagles guys, and Thielen now, he's on the downside, but Thielen's still Thielen. He's still good. We have better running backs, and Kirk's better than Hurts. So, the defenses, I don't know what to say now. Eagles do have a good old line, but I don't give a shit about that. But the Vikings players, man, they love O'Connell. Like, I saw that locker room and to the game, and he's hugging his players. That team looks, they're coming together. So it's going to be really fun over this whole year. No matter what, this whole year, this Vikings team's going to be very exciting to watch. So, we're going to have a lot of good games coming up. So, I'm going to say 27-24 Vikings here. But could go either way, but I'm going to go Min. I think it's going to be a buzzer beater field goal as time runs out from Greg Joseph, like a 45-yarder right down the middle, something like that. You know what I mean? Minnesota wins. But these teams could very well meet up back in the playoffs again. Very well. It's very possible. How great would that be if it was an NFC Championship game, but this time in Minnesota this year? Yeah, that would be great. But it should be a great way to end the week. But, they have to have you play the Lions, so that'll be big, because if you win this, then the Lions come in. We can start 3-0. I'll be like, all right, so we'll see. But we'll see what happens. I know a video a little bit longer today. It's going to be close to 20 minutes, but it's not 20 minutes of time you're never going to get back. It's 20 minutes of good football talk, good predictions. So, obviously, I know I don't got the greatest predictions out there. There's other YouTube guys that do better predictions, but I like doing it. It's fun. So, hope everybody has a good week. I did these a little bit early today because I just, I did it on Tuesday, so if I messed up on anything, if somebody watches it Friday, they're not that anymore. He's out. Well, I did it early in the week, so I'm not gonna, I'm always gonna post them on Wednesday, but I'm sometimes I'll film on Tuesday, but I'll let everybody know when I do it, just because. But all right, have a good week. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you guys next week with predictions for week 3. Already week 2. I know it's all people are saying, it's only week 2, but already wait till week 12. Thanksgiving will be here before you know it. And it's like, man, where'd time go? But anyways, Alright, hope everyone enjoys this video. Have a good week. Once again, Skol Vikes. Let's get it done.